It's another week, so that means it's another episode of Star Wars Acolyte for us to break down and get into today. Listen, before I get into my episode breakdown, make sure you like, comment, and smash that subscribe button. So without further ado, let's get into my review right now. Man, it's another episode of Star Wars Acolyte. And listen, this feels like one of the most hated shows on streaming right now. And you know what? I feel personally proud to stand amongst the ranks of people who can say that they actually enjoy the project. This project is not bad. Sure, it could use some tweaks to the writing to make it more punchy and just drive home the points. But listen, I can't complain and really give out full reviews and full thoughts until we get the full picture. And now we're starting to fill in the picture now with episode 4 of The Acolyte. So just a quick recap of episode 3. Episode 3 of The Acolyte, we got to see May and Osha's, basically their backstory. We got to meet a little bit of their witch coven mother. We got to see what the circumstances were leading up to the presumed death of that coven and how the Jedi were involved or not involved. And we, at the end of it, it left us off with looking at it through the lens of Osha, our homegirl Osha. We don't really know and don't see May's side of the story, but that doesn't matter. Episode 4 starts off really slow, and meaning slow because we basically just kind of walk around the Jedi Temple, and we know that May was going after the Wookiee, right? The Wookiee guy. A big disappointment for me was that the Wookiee was basically a non-factor. Smokescreen, just a way for us to get to the next point of this story. And it just seemed like this episode was just more of like it felt like a story through line than actually anything that advanced the plot. Probably the biggest revelation of the entire episode is that, and it feels quite sudden, is May's sudden change of mind. In a sense, she feels as though that it's impossible to kill a Jedi without a weapon. It's just impossible to do that. I don't know how to do it, blah, blah, blah. So she turns on this guy that she's been traveling with, and he was involved in the last episode 2. He was like her tech guy. He can make the potions and stuff. And so I have a personal theory about him. I really think that he's the Sith Lord, because he only really showed up like at the end. And how did he even get on that world? You know what I'm saying? How did he know all of what Osha was doing? You know, I'm not giving the Sith more credit than they're due, and I think that guy that we've seen already is the Sith man, right? And so, which explains why he didn't really kill Osha. He don't really got beef with Osha. He don't really got beef with Osha like that. So there's no reason why he would Osha. And so May feels like she has a sudden change of heart. She's going to turn herself over to the Jedi, and it's all going to be peachy clean. The Jedi track down May to the same planet as the Wookiee Jedi, and it's basically a lead up, more so for Osha, and to say, oh, she's finally accepted her path to face her sister, right? And she can finally let it go because she knows that Osha is alive, and she may be able to accept the terms and be a proper Jedi, as she explains to Daphne Keen's character. And so it's like this episode feels like a tee up, and you know, you gotta watch it. You just gotta watch it to see, you know, how May switches up and how, you know, it's basically like a lead up. Now, what I am interested to see, and this is just me just talking, because I'm just talking right now, guys. Like, the episode felt very short. In terms of content, it didn't feel dense at all. And it felt like a flash. And I was like, that's it? We're done? Like, we have this cliffhanger ending, which is basically the Sith Lord has killed the Wookiee Jedi, and May is like, she was gonna turn herself anyway, so I don't know why she's hiding from in the episode. The Jedi approach the Wookiees house. May is in there. She's already killed the Wookiee guy. Well, she hasn't killed him, but the Sith guy killed the Wookiee. And the Jedi walk up and be like, hey, May, you gotta surrender, blah, blah, blah. And May's just chilling, looking like, breathing all hard and heavy. And then like Osha's just chilling in the back because she don't have no saber, no gun or nothing. And then the Sith guy kind of just descends to the ground, and he just walks up on Osha, and Osha's just staring at him. And he whips out his red saber, and he like force nudges Osha out the way. And the Jedi are like, oh, let's go, guys, to freedom, to freedom. And they just kind of run towards the Sith guy, and he just delivers this concussive force blow, and that's the end of the episode. Wookiee dead. May seems like she has a change of heart. Osha seems like she wants to finally face her past. Soul, I don't know what Soul's part in all of this is. I'm still waiting to see where he comes in, and why each of these people had to die. Or there was another popular theory online about the identity of the Sith Lord, and that it was actually the what's that lady's name, man? Hold on, guys. She was Osha's and May's other mother. But she was more alien, if you can call it that. Is it Mother Kirill? I think it's Mother Kirill. I think that's her name. But people were saying that that's her, and that she used her witch magic to kill the Coven and trick May into, doing what she did, whatever she did. We don't even know if she really was the one that burned that house down to begin with. And so it just feels like there's a lot out in terms of the story that we need to figure out. And so I'm committed to getting to the bottom of it, guys. This breakdown is not going to be very long because I truly feel like we have more to do in terms of getting to a point where I can really break this down, because it just doesn't feel as though that we're getting all of what we need to get. And so I'm just going to make this a simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy breakdown. And so, guys, that has been another Juju Writes episode breakdown of Star Wars The Acolyte. I don't think anybody's going to watch this anyway, because people aren't really messing with The Acolyte, but I hope that people actually give the show a chance. Like I said in earlier videos, it's a good show. We're just trying to get to a place right now. We're trying to see where everything is converging and where we're going to go to. So, guys, this has been another Juju Writes breakdown. Make sure you comment, like, and please subscribe, because it helps my channel grow. And this has been another Juju Writes breakdown. I'm going to say that one more time and just get it through your skulls. That's what this is. So without further ado, keep it locked.